Not sure who decided to combine these two moves into one, but I'm glad somebody did. Let's talk film. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren, the film student extraordinaire, and today is another episode of Film Friday. If you don't want to miss out on the Film Fridays, then make sure to subscribe down below so that you don't miss one. And while you're at it, leave a nice like, comment your favorite films. I don't know, comment something. And yeah, let's get into it. So today's episode will be all about the dolly zoom. This is an incredible move, and when done correctly, it can be very, very impactful. But before we get into the impacts, let's just make sure we all understand what a dolly zoom is. So a dolly zoom is an in-camera effect, meaning that it is not done in the editing room. What you're seeing, what's happening behind you, behind the camera, is what's happening. What's happening in front of the camera is what's happening like in real time, which is really cool. And it appears to undermine normal perception, which is why it gets our brains in a funk. So it's achieved by when you zoom a zoom lens at the same time as actually moving the camera on a dolly, hence the dolly and the zoom. So this adjusts the field of view while you're moving away from the subject. And the key thing is that the subject remains the same size throughout, which is very important. The dolly zoom can go one of two ways. The camera can move in while the lens zooms out, or the camera can move out while the lens zooms in. And that's really the only two classical ways for the dolly zoom to function. So the most notable feature is that the background will change size relative to the subject. So either the background is going to suddenly grow in force and it totally overwhelms the subject, or the subject suddenly becomes very dominant and is, obviously we're already at the forefront of the scene, but they become even more so in the audience's mind. Now, the human visual system up there uses size and perspective to judge the relative size of objects. So when you're seeing the perspective change without a size change, because the subject stays the same size, but the perspective with the depth, that is changing. So that gives us a little unsettling feeling, which can bring about a strong emotional impact. Now here's the part where I lied. I know who combined these two together, at least theoretically the first guy, but I just thought it'd be a good intro to say we don't know who did it. And the first known dolly zoom was from Erman Roberts, a cameraman for Alfred Hitchcock, and it was for the film Vertigo. And thus, with this effect, you could say it gives people a sense of vertigo when they're watching. And it is known as the Hitchcock shot because of this. It's the Jaws effect, the vertigo shot, and the Zolly shot, because Zolly from Zoom and Dolly. It's now called the Doom effect. That's kind of depressing. And notably, obviously I already showed the Jaws example, but it's been used in tons of other movies, including Goodfellas.
He took the booth near the window so we could see everyone who drove up to the restaurant. He wanted to make sure I wasn't tailed. He was jumpy. He hadn't touched a thing. On the surface, of course, everything was supposed to be fine. We were supposed to be discussing my case, but I had the feeling Jimmy was trying to sense whether I was going to rat him out to save my neck.
I've been telling you your whole life, don't talk on a fucking phone, right?
Lord of the Rings! Chinese roulette. In fact, in Chinese roulette, I'm gonna do my best to find the scene. They actually have a dolly zoom twice in the same moment, basically. Well, not same moment, in the same scene. So that's just really incredible. And I just think this is an amazing shot. Pretty quick video because there's not so much to say on it. I just wanted to share it. And I did want to, obviously, I'm including those examples so you can see it. And I might try, I don't have a dolly, but I do have a zoom lens. I might try to do a fake dolly zoom on Jordan the cat. We'll see how that goes. All right, so we're here. Then we're zooming in and I'm moving back and I'm trying to, oh, what big teeth do you have? I think that actually might have worked at first. All right, now we're gonna go the other way. So I'm gonna move in and zoom out. Okay, he definitely changed size. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm gonna move in and zoom out. Okay, this is complicated without a dolly, but thanks, Jordan. Such a good model. Okay. As I said, it represents the sensation of vertigo, kind of falling away from oneself feeling, and this gives a sense of unreality. It could also suggest that a character has suddenly realized something, as in Jaws. Obviously, that character has realized something. So it has lots of potential effects, and when it's used correctly, it's just incredible, and it's so weird, and it's just, I think it's amazing that it actually happens in camera. Like, it's a thing that's happening live. I love effects like that. So that's pretty much all I have for this video. So if you liked it, as I already said, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've ever seen a dolly shot. If you've ever seen comment down below if you've ever seen a dolly zoom shot before and what it has made you feel like. And I will see you next week, so subscribe. Bye.